Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? You have joined. Oh, goodness, let me get stuff together here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you.
All right, you guys. We are in the second week of January. So happy New Year still because it's still kind of new. Thank you for joining us once again. My name is Tia L. Woods. I am the owner of It's the Room, and you have joined us tonight on Off the Rack Chats, where we have chats with business owners and we talk to them about things they do. Our whole purpose is to expand and expose Black brands. So basically, that's what we do. We do that in store, we do that out of store. So we're just gonna really jump into it. I know I spoke to Miss Kittycreo, Miss Kathleen earlier, and she was like, "You didn't send me any questions. You didn't send me any questions." I said, "No, this is a really organic conversation. We really talk about your brand, and wherever and however the conversation goes, that's kind of where we're gonna take it. Sounds like a plan?"
All right.
Okay, let's go. So let's introduce Miss Kathleen LaRose, right? And she is the owner and founder, I would say, of Kittycreo Designs, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump right into it. So Kathleen, talk to us about you first. Before you get into your brand, tell us who you are. Just introduce
All
yourself.
right. Um, so my name is Kathleen LaRue. I am originally from Haiti. So I've only been living in this country probably 11 years. So
Okay.
you know, I got my math wrong. I came here in 2008. Um, so I had to, build myself up, learn a new language, get accustomed to a new culture. Um, and I went on school. So I am a marriage and family therapist. In
Oh.
my,
Okay.
so that's what I've been doing for the.
Okay, you're going in and out, so we're going to make sure we can continually hear you guys. So hear you. So you said you've been a family and marriage therapist for how many years?
For the past 3 years.
Three
So
years. So you got here a little over 11 years ago. It's been a little over
yeah,
11 years, right?
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
And you had to learn English,
Mm-hmm.
so you
Mm-hmm.
did not speak English.
Correct.
I'm just in awe right now because so let's just take a pause with that. Like you got here and you have a degree and you went to school while learning English and all that great stuff and you're still young. Can I ask you how old you
I'm 29.
are? 29. So yeah, you started this off at a very young age and wow. I mean, I'm so excited. I'm happy for you, definitely. You make me look like I'm slow. Like I've been here for well, a very long time here. But yeah, definitely, that's pretty cool. So, what are some of your hobbies? What are some of the things you like to do when you're not doing what you do with Kittycreo Designs? We're gonna get into that in a minute.
Well, majority of the stuff I do for it originally was my hobby
Okay, okay.
to my brand. So I love painting, drawing, um, doing crochet, and work like anything creative. Um, like for example, stuff behind me that I did it to be like a backdrop for like my video.
Not, okay, so those are flowers behind you. Those are
Yeah,
crochet flowers.
no, they're fake flowers. I
Okay.
turned it into like a wall, like a photography wall.
Okay. Y'all hear that, right? So if you guys want to hire someone, she's right here. We're definitely gonna drop her links and everything at the end. So pay attention. So Kittycreo Designs. What is Kittycreo Designs?
Um, so it's pretty much a business for to enrich your life, pretty much. So like for the home and the heart. Um, when I originally started it, the idea was to create like functional piece of art that like, uplift people's mood, bring them joy. Because I started around like pandemic,
Okay.
so in 2020. So everybody was like, dealing with stress, anxiety,
Right.
depression, and it was hard. And on top of like being a therapist, having to help other people,
Okay.
felt like I needed an outlet to manage my self-care better. And as I started getting more and more, I started thinking maybe more people would enjoy what I'm making.
Okay.
It'll bring them some happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Tamira. How are you? We are live on Facebook also, if you didn't know. So we are live on Facebook and we have our guests on Instagram because we just wanted to share on both platforms. I would say all, but it's not all platforms, but both platforms. I have my sage burning and I love incense, and I think I just did too much. Go move that over there on the other side. Okay, so now where did you come up with the name Kittycreo Designs? Where did Kittycreo come from?
Well, the first part, Kitty, is a nickname that like my boyfriend had called me.
Okay.
And then the Creole is like Creole because I'm Haitian. So I wanted to put that in there. And then
Okay.
designs, to make it more broad because I don't just focus on one type of products. Since I do like jewelry, home decor, or like, toys for kids, so it's like different area I could like branch out, or even do. I sometimes do like digital portraits.
Okay.
It's like I'm very like broad.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's definitely a good name to keep yourself broad because you didn't box yourself in. So that's definitely, a great idea. So when did you get started doing this? I know you said you started as a hobby, but at what age did you actually get started doing this?
Well, officially like registering myself, so that was in 2020. So like I was 25
Okay. So now that's when you registered your business?
and started to putting more stuff out there. Like I started on Etsy.
Okay. But before that, like when did you really say, you know what? I like being creative. I like doing what I do. I like creating things. Were you, like 7? Were you 16?
Oh, I was since 80. So I was probably 8 years old
Wow.
because I've
Okay.
always enjoyed like doing art, like painting, doing crochet. That's where I learned. It was in Haiti in
Oh,
school.
okay. Okay. Well, I hope you have some of your items next to you because pretty soon we want you to kind of, hopefully you have a few. You can kind of show. I know what they look like because you are located in my store. This is one of the vendors that we have in the store. So let's see. So what made you decide to turn your hobby into a business? How did you know that people would buy your stuff?
I started at my work first
Mm-hmm.
when I was like sharing what I had made. And the response was like positive, and they actually like supported and bought a lot of my items. So then
Okay.
I decided to expand it further to see if I would get like interest.
Okay. So now, besides having your products in store, where else do you sell? Do you have? You said you had an Etsy. Where else do you sell your things at? So if people wanted to find you, they would know how to find you. Besides, It's the Room. I'm not selfish.
Um, yeah, well, predominantly Etsy, for now, and I have to store up again to put new listings in.
Mhm.
Um, and then I do craft fair
Mhm.
throughout the year. So I post like where I'm gonna be if I'm doing specific craft fair on my Instagram.
Oh, okay. So you do a lot of pop-up shops, you're out there. So if people wanted to find you besides in It's the Room, they would be able to go to some pop-up shops and kind of find you there.
Yeah, so I tend to like post a list of like events that I
How many events do you do per year? Like if you had to guesstimate.
It depends. Last year,
Hmm.
active. I probably did like 20 events last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good amount. Definitely. Definitely. So with 20 events, I mean, this is definitely not a hobby for you right now. Even though you are a therapist, where do you see your business taking you in the next 5 years? Do you hope to work your way out of your job?
Well, I still see myself doing my job, maybe like doing it less, like maybe transition to like part time. And then the rest of the time, like focus on my business more. Um, and maybe have my product in some stores that are um like that has high traffic. Um, but I don't see myself like having like a physical space, because I know some people they do that. That um, the only reason I'm hesitant to do that is like the cost associated with it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. 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 So you won't have to worry about the overhead, but eventually, if you do get, when you do get big enough, you will contend with employees and things like that, but just not the overhead of a space.
yeah. When at stage, I have an idea of what I want it to be, so it wouldn't just be my stuff in the store. It would be kind of similar to like what you do. Have more um creators have a store too.
Okay. So now there are people who are probably listening. They're probably in business or want to get into business. They probably have a job. What is your routine for the day? Like you get up in the morning, you go to work. How do you fit in making your jewelry and just doing all the things you do? What is a typical day like? What time do you get up? Let's start from when you get up. What time do you get up? And what does your typical day look
Um,
like?
I usually get 30 in the morning because I start work at 8:30, travel and get stuck in that traffic heading up south. Then I get out of work at 5, and then traffic again. Get home. When I get home, if I didn't miss it the night before, so I got quick, real quick, and do some stuff. I have to wrap up for work. Usually, I have about 2 hours before I go to bed. So I tend to do stuff during that time, and then the majority of my work gets done over the weekends, like for the Kittycreo design.
Okay, okay. So you basically save a lot of it for the weekends. Okay, that makes sense. So I just wanted to give some people an idea, because you have some people that want to get into business, they have a job, they're not really sure, how to transition, and there's just not enough time in the day. But there are people out here doing it, working full time and still, pushing their business out. So just wanted to share with people that it's definitely doable. What is your what is your favorite part? Like you're on both sides, right? You have a job and you're a business owner. What's your favorite part about being a business owner? And what's your least favorite part about being a business owner? Because some people think that it's, oh, you own your own business. Oh, wow. And the money just starts flying out the sky. And, we're just, she shake her head like, no, that is not it at all. What is your favorite part about being a business owner?
My favorite part is the creating process, actually making it.
Okay.
My least part is doing everything else. I'm also the advertiser and doing everything associated with that.
Right.
A lot of work. Photographer, advertiser.
And
So
so you wear all the hats. You're the janitor. You have to clean up after yourself. You have to get it all set up. You have to just do it from A to Z.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that's your least favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
Now from the job side, we want to give it fair. I'm definitely a proponent of entrepreneurship, but because you have both, what's your favorite part about what you do at work?
Um, I like working with the client.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
helping their mental health. So I always like that and feel like I'm giving back to them. And my least favorite part is the admin part, like documentation.
Right.
Yeah, that's the hard part for me.
Right. Right. Okay. Cool. 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 How would you define? Because success is something different to everyone, right? How would you define success in your life, in what you're doing right now? What does success look like? Like, I made it. Or maybe because you come from somewhere else, you're like, you know what? I'm successful because I made it. What does success look like to you?
To me, success is going after like your biggest dream or ambition, um, and really seeing like something from it. Like as you keep working on it, seeing the progress, you're not giving up. I think that's success.
Okay, 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 okay. So someone just texted me. They were online. Sierra was online, so I'm wondering what she must want to tell me something. I don't even have another phone, so you can chime in, Sierra. So I hope it's not important. The only thing that I can probably say is that sometimes when you're speaking, you're choppy, you're going in and out, and I don't think that there's anything you can personally do about that right now. So that's probably the only thing. I'm just my brain is going like, why is she texting me? I know she was just online listening to us. Just making sure that she's not trying to tell us something. Let me see. So you started your business basically young. You got here 2008. You didn't know English. You got a degree. You are a family therapist. Oh, she said no, laugh out loud. I just want to make sure you're good. Okay, I'll call you later. Goodness. Okay, so what are some of your goals? I think I kind of asked this question in another way, like where do you see yourself? But like if someone had to look forward to this year, 2024, is the topic 2024 now? What can we expect? Are you coming out with different products? Because in a minute, I'm going to want to see your products. I hope you have some next to you. I kept hinting toward that.
Okay.
So you have family or friends, tell them to get some stuff together because we want to see. What can we expect from you as the year progresses?
Um. Well, definitely new products. I just gotta do research into what exactly I want to create. That's another thing. Like, you have to be interested in what you're making, in order to keep doing it and enjoy doing it. Because if not, it's just gonna feel like work that you just forcing yourself to do. So you have to have some type of like passion for what you're making.
Right. Okay, okay, that's true. That's true because everything I do now, I can honestly say I have passion for. Haven't had a job in a very long time, and I can say when you do what you love, everything else will follow. Now, it might not follow soon as you want it to follow. Trust me, I know because I'm supposed to be a millionaire right now. But it definitely things will follow. Now, do you have some of your products right there with you?
Uh, yes. Let me.
So we're going to take a pause and we're going to let you get your products, get some products together, and we want you to kind of showcase a little bit about what you have and what you do. Okay,
Okay.
so go ahead. All right, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying our segment with Kittycreo Designs, Kathleen. And that's what It's the Room is really all about. It's about expanding and exposing Black brands, using our brands and not worrying about wearing other people's brands or using other people's lotion like we have Arden on. She has a whole skincare line, So it's just like, check small businesses out. We actually support and run the world, I can actually say. I feel comfortable in saying, because if there was no such thing as small businesses, I know things wouldn't be the way they are right now. We have big mega places like Amazon and places like that, but definitely make it a conscious choice, if you will, to support small businesses. You know. Good evening, Rosa. Good evening, Fada Dex on Facebook. All my good friends on Facebook, definitely. Good evening, Travell. Hey. So definitely. So while she's getting her things back, oh, here she is. We're gonna make a way so our people on Facebook could be able to see. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that, but I know I have two cameras up. I have a bunch of gadgets around me, so we're definitely gonna figure that out. So you guys would be able to go on. If you're not on Instagram, you'll be able to see us live on Facebook. Because right now you only see my pretty face. But we'll figure that out as the time goes by. So we're gonna sit back and we're gonna give you a few minutes, and you are just going to showcase exactly what you have. And I'll describe it. When you describe it, I'll just repeat it so people on Facebook could probably kind of know what's going on.
All right. Okay. So for media, so the first one I'm showing is like an example of resin. I guess I can see if I can flip the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like dominoes.
She's made gorgeous, what is it, sky blue dominoes, and where we would usually see the domino as being white with black dots, she has gorgeous, I don't know, baby blue, sky blue dominoes with gold dots in them, you guys. I mean, so now you have a whole domino case, like you made.
Yeah, so that's the whole set. Like,
That's the whole set.
A domino, it usually comes with like 28 pieces for you to play. So that's the whole set.
Okay. I'm impressed. I mean, I've never seen that before, but I know you do resin, so yeah. Okay, so what else do you have?
And in terms of like jewelry, I don't really have any earrings with me, but I have like some like necklaces that I made. And then the other majority of my work is like crochet things. So
well, we want to see. I've seen the crochet. Now, the crochet to me is fire because it's not just crochet. You have it tight. Like a kid can play with that or just have it and it's not going to unravel. Like the way you do it. How long does it take you? Do you have one of your crochet?
Yeah, I have a lot of.
Okay, let me see one.
Okay, hold on. So this is a big one.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Now, you guys, I felt this. I touched it. She has a big purple teddy bear with a medium-sized bumblebee, it looks like, attached to it.
Yeah.
She has the eyes, the nose. It's gorgeous. Now, for something like that, for that purple teddy bear, how long does it take you to make that?
That takes hours. So I think it probably took me like 3 to 4 hours. So if it's smaller, it takes less, but if it's big like that, it takes hours.
Okay. So now, what was your inspiration, for example, to make that teddy bear? Or do you just come up with creative ideas? Do you watch TV and say, hey, I think I want to make that? Like, what makes you come up with your ideas?
I pick things that I find interesting that I like want to make, that I see, oh, this looks like a challenge, or this look fun, it'll be adorable. Okay. And I could see somebody like, be happy with it, like cuddling with it or things like that, or having it like a support. So that's how I tend to pick things. And the other things I've been making a lot lately are like keychains or bag tags. So like, for example, a Mickey Mouse one.
Okay. So that would go on the back of a book bag?
Yeah, you could attach it to a book bag or like to your keys.
Oh, okay. That's a big old key. That's not big to go on the key. Okay,
So
that's a
much.
cute little one. That's a strawberry. That's a
Yes,
strawberry?
that's a strawberry.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and then little chicken. So I don't
You
like.
know what, you guys, if you guys really want to take a look at this stuff, come into It's the Room. It's just not even, a regular crochet. What type of yarn do you use? I'm just like getting into, because I know that's why when you put in your application to come into the room and I felt your stuff, and when you brought it, I'm just like, this is quality. This is not like the scarf I was made when I was a little girl. Do you have a certain type of yarn you
Um,
use?
I use like what's called plush yarn or
Okay.
Chanel yarn. So
Chanel.
they're like softest to touch.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's better like to touch it. Like there's
Right.
like a whole sensory thing.
Okay.
So it's like softer. So that's what I use for it. Um, and for I also make like accessories like for hair, like scrunchies,
Mm-hmm.
like
Right.
this, and then this is like velvet yarn. So it's great for like curly hair as it doesn't get
So, yeah.
tangled in our hair. So I use them a lot for myself
Okay.
to tie
Okay.
curly hair. So
Huh.
I like making products that I would use too. So
Okay. Okay. So besides being on Etsy and doing your pop-ups and you're in It's the Room, what other ways do you get out there and advertise your business? For people who are listening and they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to have people listen to me. What are some of the ways you get out there?
other ways that I advertised, well, within like Instagram and Facebook, you could advertise also there,
Okay.
or do paid advertisement. And there's other ways that I haven't tried yet. Like for example, people could make flyers or a postcard and see if they could go into a business to like leave their postcard there.
Right.
That could be another way to advertise, but I haven't really tapped into that area.
Okay, okay. So being a therapist, do you incorporate like some of your crochet and the things you do, because that's soothing, and I'm sure people talk to you about all type of stuff. I might need to be on your sofa in a little while. But do you incorporate your business, not to sell them things, but do you incorporate teaching them how to maybe crochet or something that's just gonna ease their mind?
I make like suggestions on what they could try.
Okay.
For example, like hobby wise.
Okay.
So sometimes I find people who also do it, and then
Okay.
like we tend to like bond over that, and
Mm.
I have questions, so I could share some ideas with them
Right.
on what else they could do to like expand on it.
Okay. Okay. So let me see. We are you're to me, because I don't know too many people who do what you do. Okay. There's so many people who are saturated in one area. You right now, you're making plush animals. You have the jewelry, and it's not just regular jewelry. Like I wish you had the earrings. It's gorgeous. It's like just the way you sit back and you design it. Have you ever seen anyone that you would consider your competitor?
I have a lot of people I met in those fairs that I've done
Mhm.
etiquette that they're like really
Okay.
good, like crochet and jewelry wise. So I do like admire their style too.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have met
Okay.
like a lot of them in the fair,
Nice.
so it's good to like build connections
Right.
doing these fairs.
Right.
um and you could always like work with them too down the line.
Absolutely. I'm just checking on Facebook, seeing if there's anyone making comments or have something to say. Want to make sure we're definitely keeping up with. We have metrics. We have a lot of stuff on here. Oh my goodness, Facebook is fancy. What would you change? We're coming up to the end. Let's see. We don't want to press every. It's been half an hour. Okay. So, what would you change if you had to change anything about your journey, as far as your hobby turned it into a business, and some of the ups and downs that you took to get there? What are some of the things you would change, or say I would just do better?
Mm, the only thing I would say I would do better is when it comes to like the marketing part. I feel like I I haven't really gone as much as I would have or as I should have on that area.
Okay.
Maybe it's due to like lack of time.
Right.
Because you can't wear that many hats and not burn out. So
True. This is true.
so I guess that's the area that like I need the most, I think, progress in.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we're coming to the end. I don't want to hold you long. If there's, what is there, is there anything that you want to, like if you had some advice to tell people, if you had some advice to tell someone who's just starting out, and they're like, you know what, this is some bull right here. I am not doing this. What advice would you give to people who are just saying, you know what, I can't do this? Or what advice would you give to us who've been in the business for a little while? And sometimes we just are, some days it's like, you know what, forget it. I'm just not doing this. What would you tell us?
Well, on the days that you feel, discouraged or low energy, maybe take like a short break to get your energy back up, and then try to think about why you originally started this, why you originally wanted to do this. Like, what's your like big dream, your end goal?
Right.
And then keep that image in mind, and to pick yourself back up and keep going.
Nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Kittycreo Designs, it has been a pleasure having you on. Definitely, you guys check her out. She's on Etsy. You can find her at It's the Room out there in the Connecticut Post Mall. Support small Black businesses. Okay, so I have a little outro here. Let me see. So It's the Room. What we do, we expand and we expose Black brands. Let's talk about our upcoming. It's the Room. It's not just a store. We have events in there. So our next event is going to be January 20th from 12 to 4. You guys, for us, all us natural people and people who are trying to go natural, come out and check out the Organic Afro Chick. All right. She's going to be talking about our hair texture, how to keep it moisturized. She's going to tell us what type of hair we have. I think I got 4 back here, 3C over there, F over there, Z. I got all type of letters going on inside my head. So she is going to bring the confusion out, and she's going to let us know exactly what we can do to moisturize our hair, to keep it growing, to do all that stuff. All right, so definitely come out, check us out on January 20th from 12 to 4. It's the Room, 1201 Boston Post Road in the Connecticut Post Mall. Our next event is going to be February 24th, you guys. We are going to have our gala. We are holding our gala at The Rain, 240 Naugatuck Avenue in Milford, Connecticut. We are celebrating 5 years of business. We are celebrating 50 years of life for me, the owner. We will have a mini fashion show. It will be a 4-course meal. Get your ticket, you guys. You do not want to miss this. We are going to have a live band. It's just going to be an elegant night to remember. So, get your outfits ready. It's a gala, so I don't want to say dress to impress, because I think gala is more elegant than dress to impress. So definitely come out, enjoy, celebrate with us. Let's see, off the rack chats, you guys. We are here to expand and expose Black brands. So if you yourself are a business owner and you want to come and have a conversation about your business, definitely our link is in the bio. So just hit us up. We'll definitely give you a call. Just like Kathleen figured out today, there is no prepping. We did all of this off the top of the head because that's just how we do. And for you guys who are business owners and you want to think about putting your things on store shelves, we are accepting vendors as of May. So definitely get your applications in. Applications are definitely coming in. So we are going through the applications, deciding who's going to be the best fit for this season coming up. So our next season that we are accepting applications